Welcome to the Horizon Editors Roundtable for the third week in a row. Yay! Alright, this week we'll be discussing the University Center renovations and what we think about them. And for the most part, I don't think we have anything mean to say. For the introductions portion of tonight's program, we have Scott Gillespie.
Hi all.
Caroline Bryan. Mary Q. Burton. Me, Jared Clapp. Ian Hoops.
Hello.
Amy Stallings.
Hello.
And Maria Bernard. All right, University Center renovations. And I'm starting again.
Well, what happened with the University Center, Jared?
Basically, the University Center was old, dilapidated. Well, it wasn't dilapidated, but it still looked like it was stuck in the 70s, like most of our students.
So the word would be outdated.
Huh?
The word would be outdated.
Yeah, outdated. Yeah. So, but now you can walk into the Commons, and it doesn't feel like a dungeon anymore.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so, there's actually light in that part of the building now.
And think of how nice it'll be when they actually put some trees back there rather than
Yeah.
dirt trails that we have now.
Yeah, kind of makes you want to go four-wheeler, doesn't it?
Well, what did they do with all the
Everything makes me want
offices?
to go forward.
A lot of them right now are moved up to the third floor, and most of them are actually going to stay up there. So there's a lot of new office space that was constructed up there, and some people are still moving in. So, it's still kind of a transitional phase, and they're not supposed to be finished for a while, I don't think. I'm not sure when. So.
Do you think it's an improvement?
Oh, yeah. It's, now you don't have to go through, various parts of the building to try to figure out where whose office is. I mean, they're either on the second or the third floor, and most of them are on the third floor now, so they're easier to find. And the space upstairs also looks nicer, too, so.
I think overall it just looks nicer. It's, like you guys were saying earlier, more aesthetically pleasing. I mean, just overall. They could maybe put a little more color down there. The colors are a little bland, but
It's very beige.
I thought it was
Yeah.
funny that if you look at the bottom floor, just as you are going into the bookstore from the McCullough Plaza entrance, it looks like somebody has already rammed something into the corner of the wall because.
I saw the guy put in the
Yeah, he was
plaster
putting
yesterday.
plaster on there the other day.
There wasn't anything wrong with it before he started putting plaster
There
on.
wasn't?
No. I saw him setting all his stuff out, and I looked, and there was nothing, and I came back 5 minutes later, and he's plastering up something that he tore out. So
That's how you keep people employed.
it's
Scott.
I'm sure the taping didn't work or something. I don't know. That corner's, I always run into people when I go around that corner. It's so blind.
Yeah, there's something about it that does make me run into people too, or almost run into people anyway.
I think the only negative of it is the bookstore. I know people are having problems with the prices, but I don't like that there's only one entrance on the
Yeah.
other side. And I understand that's probably to prevent theft, and it's probably to, funnel everybody in the same direction. And there's a lot of things around. You've got it's a store strategy where
Yeah.
everything feeds to the right. You walk
It's
around.
weird though. It kind of closes that entire space from the McCullough entrance to that stairwell. It's like you walk in, there's campus life, there's a hallway, and there's nothing else. And I think if there were an entrance there for the bookstore, it'd make more sense. And they need to open that bathroom up on that side too. I'm tired of walking down to the Commons.
Yeah, of course, going right upstairs.
I don't want to go upstairs. I want to go down the hall.
It's closer to go upstairs than it is to go down to the Commons, though.
Yeah. Well, even though it may be awkwardly placed, the new bookstore itself is very nice.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds you of an airport bookstore.
It kind of reminds me exactly of Louisville's
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually heard someone walking down the hallway yesterday saying, this reminds me of an airplane or an airport bookstore.
I'd love to see them build the arrive and departing flight screens up outside.
There you go. But, well, the new dining area, I really like how it extends out from the building now. It's very attractive.
Like I said, there's actually light coming into that portion
Yeah.
of the building. I remember my first semester here, I walked down there, and it just felt like a dark, dank basement.
Like a bad dog.
Yeah.
We should have been serving beer.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
felt like
exactly.
it felt like a speakeasy or
I
something.
think I could have gotten
Very
over the
dark.
dark, dank feeling if they were serving beer.
Now, what did they do with all the old arcade games that used to be in there?
They just haven't replaced anything like that right
And
now.
it's just
There's-
gone?
There are no outside vending of any type at this point.
Well, I know that they
It's
were-
probably because of construction.
Yeah, they were also talking for a while about, you know, that little area where they've got the ping pong table, that's kind of student lounge there. There had long been talk about like arcade games, and I think they're supposed to have a pool table in there too.
I saw
That's
them.
what I thought I heard. as
I
well.
saw them moving around some of the chairs yesterday, so
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering whether they're getting it ready for
Making
that.
room for it.
Yeah.
I wonder what that little bar-like thing back there is. I mean, there's nothing back there. There's like cabinets, but
Well, if there does end up being a pool table, I know a lot of places have a place where you have to check out the pool balls so that they don't disappear.
that makes sense.
You know, rather than do like a 50 cent to drop them all down, you just like go and give your student ID and check them out.
What
I
do
had a friend who went to Murray State, and that's how they had the pool table there.
Okay.
Do they have the
That'd be a great
food
way to
service
spend
working
different
yet?
classes.
Have what working?
Is the food service going yet?
Well,
Not
yes and
yet.
no. Yes, it is going, but the cafeteria itself is not finished. They are
Right.
doing something with it. They are serving stuff on a daily basis, sandwiches and chips and drinks.
Now, I hate to get into technicalities with that, but is that food service running that, or is
Yes.
that an
That's
off-campus
food service running it.
Yeah.
It is IUS Food Service. It's
Yeah.
run by Ernie.
Shows you I'm hungry.
You wouldn't be if you
Well, I'm
watched
thinking
the
it's probably-
broadcast this week.
Or if I ate that.
It's an improvement, though. I think.
It is
Yeah,
an
I think
improvement.
so
The
too.
food's actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
They decided to do that to basically kind of, they didn't want outside vendors coming in because outside vendors were charging too much money to be here, or they just weren't offering enough for the students, they felt, so they decided to run it themselves. I think it was a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think that they can offer a bigger variety than just the pizza and subs. I mean, you get tired of that every day.
Better
Well,
quality,
and the
I
broad-
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
The broadcast talked to the food service manager, and he was saying that one of the things they're working on right now is a meal card for when the dorms open. They're going to have a salad bar, they're going to have a sandwich bar, they're going to have different options on a daily basis, and that's good, but I mean, it's an effort to keep things in-house.
Well,
I
anything's
understand
better
that.
than the guaranteed diarrhea from Noble Romans. So,
Speak for yourself.
Well, I think a meal card would be good for any student. I mean, if you're spending most of your day out here, you eat lunch out here. The meal card idea would be good, whether the dorms are.
I bet they could even sell that to
That is a good
the
idea.
non-residential students. I mean, I bet,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
any student. Yeah, you don't have to carry cash on you,
yeah.
which you don't have to stop at the ATM. You can just swipe your card and go.
Well, I mean, I think it'll be big when the dorms open, because although they will have like a kitchenette, otherwise they're going to be running across the street to McDonald's and whatever. So it's an on-campus option.
And that food has to be healthier than McDonald's or anything anyway. So I
Or
mean,
Noble Romans.
yeah, pizza's not as bad. Honestly, it's not as bad as McDonald's or
The
anything,
Noble Romans
anything
pizza
like
was.
that.
Jared and Noble Romans.
No. All right. So,
It's kind of like a drunken Christmas party or something. Just,
Ponder that a moment.
well, now that we're done, we'll end on that note about drunken Christmas parties. Thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in this week, Gavin Camp, where the hell are you? Also, what was that guy's name?
Harmonic Kev.
Harmonic Kev. Thanks, buddy. I don't swing that way, though. Anyway, you guys have a fantastic evening, and tune in again next week.
Say bye, Maria.
Hi.